Join me today for another BattleTech book review, Rock of the Republic by Blaine Lee Pardoe. Welcome back to those who've been here before. Welcome to those who are new to the channel. My name is Bobby. This is the Geek Cabal channel. There are two other gentlemen who are typically with me, Brad and Chad, but our scheduling of the last few months has really not been conducive to that. We're hoping that will change in the very near future. So in the meantime, you're getting a number of solo videos with me or with other guest stars like Jim, that's been a few of them, or my girlfriend Sarah. So we'll just have to see how that goes. And I'd like to thank you all for watching and contributing in the comments and everything. It really does, it helps. Also gives us an idea of what you guys want. So again, thank you. So on to the topic at hand. More BattleTech book reviews. Today will be Rock of the Republic by Blaine Lee Pardoe. This book takes place towards the end of the Dark Age era, as the Republic is getting ready for the inevitable invasion by somebody. And at this point, we'll do the non-spoiler parts first. These are things that you could pick up elsewhere. By the time this book takes place, Devil in Stone is back to life. He turns out he was frozen, and so he has come back and is back in charge of the Republic, and they're expecting him to lead them to some victory over whoever is going to inevitably invade. They don't yet know that it's going to be the clans, although I think Devil in Stone is angling that way. So there's what's called Fortress Republic, which is like an energy shield of sorts around a certain number of worlds, primarily Earth, Terra, although I think it's most of Prefecture 10, which is a certain distance around Earth. And what happens is, whenever someone tries to use a jump ship to pass through this barrier, the ship either is bounced back and like mangled, or it's just instantly destroyed, or any number of other horrible things. But the point is, they don't make it. And apparently, this requires jump ship cores to maintain this. So it's probably a matter of, just pure hypothetical spinning here on my part, probably a matter of they detect the incoming jump ship and fire another jump drive at them or something to that effect, which scrambles their jump drive, and it's just bad news at that point. So the thrust of this book is about their need to pull in all the Republic forces that are still outside the fortress wall. People that have been kind of fighting the good fight, trying to hold together the bits of the Republic that are outside, which is actually the majority of the Republic. And they want Damien Redburn, who's a former Exarch, that's the leader of the Republic. He is outside, along with Tara Campbell and a group called the Fidelis, fighting off Clan Wolf, among others. And they want them to return to defend Terra itself, because that's the battle that's going to matter. So, to go into spoilers here. Well, actually, before I go into spoilers, I just want to say that, like Mr. Pardoe's other books, it's well written. No real faults in that. It's been a while since I've read it, but I don't recall there being any kind of major issues with it. But overall, it's a solid read, as his books generally are. So, into spoilers. Basically, they go and like, hey, Damien, you need to come back, and he basically tells them to piss off. It's like, hey, look, I've been fighting to keep this chunk of the Republic safe with no help from you for years now. now you want me to just abandon these people and come back? And he's like, yeah, it's not going to happen. So he imprisons, I don't remember who they sent initially, but he imprisons them. And then ultimately it's up to Jonah 11, who was the Exarch whenever Devil and Stone was thawed out, to go out there and win him back over. They fight quite a bit, like actual fighting, not like verbal fighting, but like in battle mechs. And ultimately, Jonah 11 has to convince the Fidelis to turn against Damien Redburn. And to do that, he has to agree to release them from their service to the Republic. And I don't know if he was aware, but the Fidelis are like the evolution of what was left of Clan Smoke Jaguar. So after this book, they're now free agents, which is how they wind up, I believe, how they wind up in the Battle for Terra. So, but anyway, so there's that, and they do capture Damien Redburn. And of course, they spin it that he was just exhausted and fell in battle against an enemy and this, that, and the other. And ultimately, I don't know what if I recall correctly, it seemed like the Republic didn't gain a whole hell of a lot here, and actually probably lost precious resources that they would have needed to defend Terra, which I know from other books, obviously, they fail in doing that too. But the faction was designed to be destroyed eventually anyway, so, there's not much you can do with those kind of factions. But, yeah, if you want to see like some of the internal politicking of the Republic and the views of people that got left outside the shield wall whenever it turned on, who are all like, hey, wait a minute, we're part of the Republic, what the hell are you doing? This is definitely the book for you. Get you a little insight into Devil and Stone, can't forget his name. Also Tucker Howell, I don't remember his last name off the top of my head, but he is the guy, the Comstar guy, who managed to actually fix one of the HPG units, and then was taken by Comstar, I believe it was another Hidden Word of Blake faction, and they tortured him and probably caused some brain damage, and so he hasn't really been able to get the others back up and running since then. The Republic finally rescued him. But and that does not happen in this book. That's elsewhere. So anyway, good book. Gives you some insight into the Republic and some of the personality factions that are going on there and things like that. But overall, definitely worth a read, especially if you're trying to get everything read up to the actual Battle of Terra, which is in the book Hour of the Wolf. So check it out. And thank you for checking us out. We always like I said at the beginning, like, subscribes, comments especially. But otherwise, folks, we'll see you later.